Good evening and welcome to a summary of the news. We begin here at home where Prime Minister Abdullah Mansour said his government attached great importance to small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, particularly in the governorates and remote areas, as they largely contribute to alleviating poverty and unemployment. The Prime Minister made the remarks while presiding over two separate meetings at the Prime Ministry of the recently formed Higher Committee concerned with financing small and medium enterprises and the Governorates Development Fund's Board of Directors. Mansour highlighted repeated royal directives to the government to ensure that development gains are fairly distributed to governorates and new jobs are created to achieve sustainable development. Mansour also stressed the need to continue providing soft and low interest loans and increase and maximize borrowing by the SMEs. Presiding over the Governorates Development Fund's Board of Directors meeting, the Prime Minister said a key focus of His Majesty the King is development and job creation in remote areas. He called for a qualitative leap in the functions of the fund to speed up funding for projects so that citizens can feel their impact on their living standards and the quality of their life. Violent protests sparked by the abduction and killing of a Palestinian teenager spread to Arab villages in Israel, presenting a new challenge to the government of Benjamin Netanyahu. Israel has stayed silent on the investigation into the death of Palestinian youth Muhammad Abu Khdeir, who was kidnapped and burnt alive by far-right Jews. Following the funeral of Abu Khdeir yesterday, furious Palestinians chanted "Intifada, Intifada," calling for a new uprising against Israel. The protest spread today to normally calm Israeli-Arab areas while they persisted along the frontier with the Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, amateur video has been released showing Israeli border police beating a young man and dragging him away. In the video shot in the Shafat neighborhood of Jerusalem 2 days ago, 15-year-old Tariq Abu Khdeir is seen beaten by undercover policemen and then handcuffed. A spokesman for the Israeli police said the incident occurred when 6 masked demonstrators were being arrested. But Abu Khdeir, an American citizen who is with his family visiting relatives in Jerusalem for the summer, was merely watching what was going on when he was attacked. His father expressed concern that his son, badly injured, is being detained in an Israeli jail. Tariq is a second cousin of Muhammad Abu Khdeir, who was found dead in Jerusalem on Wednesday after being abducted and burnt to death. Former Iraqi Prime Minister Iyad Allawi called on incumbent Nouri al-Maliki to give up his bid for a third term in power or risk the dismemberment of Iraq. Yesterday, al-Maliki rejected a chorus of such calls, a move that could complicate efforts to form a new government to unite the ethnically and religiously divided country. Allawi said if Maliki stays on, there will be significant problems in the country and definitely more violence as the security situation will deteriorate. Allawi said Iraq needed a roadmap that prioritized reconciliation and the building of institutions, issues that are more important than the issue of who will be the next prime minister. Brazil forward Neymar has been ruled out of the World Cup after fracturing a vertebra in his back in the closing stages of the 2-1 quarter-final win over Colombia yesterday in a major blow to the host nation. The 22-year-old went down after a challenge by Colombia's Juan Zuniga in the 88th minute. Neymar, who has scored 4 goals in the tournament, will miss the semi-final against Germany and the final should Brazil progress. One of the world's most remarkable players, Neymar has been driving his country's bid for a 6th world title with his goals and creative talents. And in a game played this evening, just a while ago actually, Argentina beat Belgium 1-0, securing a place in the semi-finals either against Holland or Costa Rica. And finally, fair weather tonight in most regions with northwesterly moderate winds. Tomorrow, normal summer weather continues with temperatures in Amman reaching 31 degrees Celsius. The Gulf of Aqaba should expect hot conditions with a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius. That's all for this evening. Have a good night.